App Store, the Coast to Coast AM app. Once you've downloaded it to your phone, click Profiles, then Subscriptions, and you can sign up that way as well. Now available if you live in Canada as well, and so take advantage of that. We'll be back with final calls with Matthew Elper in a moment on Coast to Coast as we talk about his book, The God Part of the Brain. But first, here's something for you to stay in shape.
HealthyLooking.com has a new weight product that we're very excited about. No counting points, eating plan, food, or even injections, and at a much better price. It's called Weight Magic Caps and Drops, and it's simple. Take one Weight Magic capsule daily, plus for meals, place Weight Magic drops under your tongue. Suppress appetite and cravings with proven fat-fighting properties, while you choose what you eat with our free diet guide.
My name is Jen. My first few days I had lost 5 pounds, and I honestly could not believe the scale when I looked at it. Usually when you go onto a diet, you feel deprived or something. I have no cravings.
Hello, my name is Scott. I started this product within 50 days. I was down 23 pounds without exercise. Taking the Weight Magic capsules and drops, I don't have the cravings that you traditionally would have. This product is spectacular.
Hi, my name is Susie. I have been taking Weight Magic drops and capsules. It was definitely for my appetite. I've actually lost about 15 pounds. Steady, finding my way. I can feel better. It's not just for my appetite, but it's actually changed the way I want to eat and how I do. I cannot say enough great things about the Weight Magic.
Excess weight is closely tied to diabetes, heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, and more. If it's time to lose weight for better health and to look and feel fantastic for a few bucks a day, it's George's Weight Magic Caps and Drops at HealthyLooking.com or 800-595-7490. Use George for free shipping. Live healthier, burn body fat, suppress appetite and cravings. Diet with Weight Magic Caps and Drops at HealthyLooking.com.
So I had an appointment with the surgeon, and he was told me what all he was going to do, and it was just absolutely horrendous. I came home, I started on Carnivora, and I called and canceled my surgery, and my problem on my skin went away.
I coughed until I choked 24 hours a day. So I saw 3 different pulmonologists, and they could do nothing. Someone had mentioned to me about a product that President Reagan had taken. I ordered it within 1 week. 1 week. My coughing had stopped.
I have bruising that's all over my arms, 3 weeks after I was on the Carnivora, I noticed, I'm looking at my arms, and I said, gee, I don't have any bruises on my arms, and I'm always full of bruises. I can't put my finger on it, but I know something's happening. It has to be the Carnivora.
We're talking about the power of waking up your immune system, which, as you heard, has incredible healing powers. And make no mistake, this is the most versatile application to address all abnormal cells in humans and animals. Try it. You'll see for yourself. Get 15% off any product using the promo code George. Call 1-866-836-8735. That's 1-866-836-8735. Or visit carnivora.com. CARNIVORA.com. Fun and Adventure has returned comics and graphic novels from Marvelous Entertainment, based on the thrilling sci-fi masterpieces by Marvin Summer. Acclaimed comic creator Andy Fish and his team are bringing that sense of wonder and thrills and straight-out action adventures like those great old comic book stories you remember in their line of titles. iWagon, Haunted Planet, Space Ranger, codename Adam Bomb, Tales of Singularity, and the kid-oriented Wagon Jr. Join them at iWagon.com. That's iWagon.com. And welcome back to Coast. George Norrie back with Matthew Elper. And let's go right to the calls, Matt. Let's go to Sean in Benton Harbor, Michigan. Welcome to the program. First time caller. Hi, Sean.
Hi, George, I am honored.
Thank you, sir.
2014.
Relatively new, but welcome to the program.
guy talking very interesting. He said something about music, and I think music is primeval. I taught myself to play the guitar and drums, and I would like to know, how did he come up with his idea about the mind?
All right, Matthew, I'll let you elaborate on that.
I would say that most of it was based on research. The same way a doctor goes about in the field, much research as I possibly could to try to understand the nature of the human mind. Starting with basic psychology of boys, young, psychoanalytic school, which eventually evolved into a greater understanding of neuroscience and neuropsychiatry. Really, just a lot of reading and a lot of, getting educated. Not sure how else, and of course, one has a certain basic intuition and intelligence which apply to what we learn, but I can't say there's anything more interesting than that.
Matthew, would you like to be a believer in God, or does it matter?
Well, let's just say when I started my research from a very young age, if you ask me, and even to this day, which would I prefer to find as the explanation, that we're creatures of some deity, therefore eternal, immortal, that my consciousness will live forever, or that I'm just, basically finite dust here for a blink of the eye and then gone forevermore? I certainly prefer to have found out that there was magic in the world, that there were deities, and that my conscious experience was somehow linked to the eternal. So certainly that would be my preference. It's not like I had some kind of anger against God or abusive religion that made me reject and act out against any belief. I was hoping that my experimentation would lead me to a belief system. Instead, it led me in the opposite direction. It led me towards following, the ideology of science, which basically suggests that consciousness is the brain and nothing more, and that, we're here for, let's say, biological reasons, not spiritual ones.
Next up, let's go to Catherine in British Columbia, Canada. Welcome to the show. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, George. Hi, Matthew. I just want to, Matthew, with all respect, I became a Christian over 30 years ago because there were just so many things happening that I could not explain. And there was one huge thing was when I was born. My mother was getting shock treatment, and it brought the birth of myself. I was a miscarriage, and I was only in my mother's womb half of the pregnancy. I lived in an incubator for several months. I was severely preemie. I wasn't supposed to live. I kept getting strep throat. I was sick all the time. And I also was in a Clifford Olson fan. He was a big murderer guy out here in BC when I was a teenager. And just all these things, and there's so many that have totally got into God, like totally believing and having a relationship with Him. And my whole family are atheists. And I just want to ask you, how do you explain those things?
How do you explain the miracles that happen? Or is it just the luck, the fortunate being in the right place at the right time, Matthew?
Well, as I've been saying throughout the show, it's a matter of perception. One person's miracle is another person's event, a happening. So, one could apply, one could say the miracle of birth. The fact that any of us exist, that we're conscious beings in this vast universe, is a miracle. Now, I might even use that word, but for me it's kind of like in quotes. It's a miracle. It's an improbable event, making it sort of miraculous. But when we project onto ourselves, we're all in that regard miracles. I mean, every moment that we're awake, our lives depend on, a billion things happening in our bodies, that if one of them is off, the mechanics of any one of them are off, we're going to be gone tomorrow. And eventually it will catch up with us and we will all be gone tomorrow. But in the meantime, it's nice to look at the fact that we are here, that we are breathing, thinking creatures. It's just, for me, it's a temptation to call it a miracle, to call these things miracles. It's in keeping with the fact that our brains are processing information in a way to convince us that it's a miracle because it feels better. We feel connected to the universe as a whole. We're not orphans. We're not alone here. We're connected to some higher power who's looking out for us. And certainly that's a nicer reality than to think that it's all meaningless. There's nothing and no one is out there that gives a damn about us. And we're here alone for no reason whatsoever until we're not. So to me, when we apply terms like it's a miracle, any number of things that are the reason behind the fact that we're alive, it's really just a perceptual thing.
Let's go next to Gordon in Plant City, Florida. Hey, Gordy, go ahead.
Thank you for taking my call, George and Matt. I know you're pressed for time, so I'll be fast. Matthew, with all due respect, I'm a scientist too, and under the transitive law of inequality, if even a dead universe cannot, I'm sorry, if scientists, we cheat with DNA from live toad frogs, dead DNA from dead dinosaurs, and we have technology like Jurassic Park, if we cannot even make a dinosaur, the dead universe is less powerful than us. How in the heck, if even we can't, and that doesn't even count the people on the operating table who leave their bodies and go in the other room and tell what the people did, tell what the doctors did. That's impossible. Miracles. But do you understand my question? That we're not able to make a dinosaur even when we cheat. So we're more powerful than a totally dead universe. And so, of course, there's miracles that you can't explain. My dad had a vision of his fiancée cheating on him, and she was. There's miracles all over the place.
I wouldn't call that a miracle, Gordy. Not that part. That's probably bad luck. But your thoughts, Matthew?
Again, I believe that because humans are wired with this lens in our head that tells us to take normal perception and turn us into miraculous perception, to attribute the divine to our realities. It's in the way we're wired to see reality. So it's not a mystery to me that people from all around the world, from every culture, basically attributes miracles to their existence, to their visions, to their dreams, and again, back to the same old thing. It's how we perceive it, but it's not an indication that that's an actual miracle taking place. That's how that would be my simple explanation.
Let's go to Dana in Grand Rapids, Michigan on the wild card line. Hello, Dana.